Okay. Late start, so try to get into this quickly as possible. Welcome back to Metroid Prime 3. Now we're on the Pirate Homeworld. Taking the fight directly to them. Which, usually doesn't happen in Metroid series. There we are. There's a lot going on here, and I don't think we'll have time to get to all of it. But these 600 kills. I don't know if that's a lot or a little by now. I'm pretty sure those achievements go all the way up to like 1,000. Alright, let's see. Is that the thing I think it is? Yeah, we need a visor upgrade to deal with that, so let's not. Let's go up a floor. We'll invade this planet systematically. And I can't do anything here. I'm blocked off. So much for being systematic. Oh, let's take it up another floor. Raining. That's probably fine, right? It is expressly not fine. That's acid rain. Pro tip, do not stand in acid rain, even if you have sweet metal armor. Especially if you have, well, I guess whether you have metal armor or not, just don't stand in the acid rain. It'll ruin your fancy armor, but it'll also ruin you if you're not wearing the fancy armor. So, just yeah, pro tip from me to you. Now there are some safe areas. Oh, is that right? Yeah. All right.
The gate in this room appears to be its main entrance. It will be
All right.
impossible to go through that area unless you can find protection from the acid rain.
All right. So I guess the acid rain upgrade is the. Oh no. That's just telling us the objective. It's always funny to see the space pirates running across walkways that you're morph balling through. Hey Tia, yeah, you would hope, but I don't know. I mean, it's extremely corrosive, so that probably has something to do with it. All right, let's Take this free energy cell here. Oh. Here. Wait. Got all turned around. Item upgrade. Item pickup around here somewhere. I hate when it does that. It gives me the sound, but I can't tell where it is. That's in the general vicinity. Let's just hop on down here. Now, I want to say again, who taught these robots to go into hyper mode? How very rude. Alright. As I recall, that hatch there just kind of covers one side and then the other, so... Original position led to nothing. Again, look at these pirates. They're just so oblivious. It's not like they don't know what morph ball technology is. They even leave bombs and they just don't notice. That can't have been the only thing here, though. Look at this guy. Doesn't have any clue what's going on. Alright. That's probably... Ah. Aha. There's that advanced visor. I know, right? I mean, that's what it is. I didn't get a chance to scan it in Prime 1, I don't think, but there's a scan somewhere that talks about how the pirates tried to recreate morph ball technology. I'm sure I talked about it before. Does the scan says that when they tried, it ended very horribly for their test subject. So again, it's not like they don't know what it's capable of. So you would think that they would be a little more guarded against that kind of thing. But I suppose on the flip side, they also wouldn't expect Samus to just show up on their front door. I don't know. Anyway, X-ray visor lets you see through stuff. You got like this control panel here. You could try to interact with it normally, but you see it's all scrambled and whatnot. Got these force symbols here. I believe they're always random, but let me show you the real mean thing about them. All right, you've got these symbols here. These positions are random. And after you press a button, they get randomized again. So they really want you to have the X-ray visor. Remember, the X-ray visor was one of the upgrades in Prime 1 that you could very easily skip because everything that it would reveal, you could still, you could still blow up or, interact with and all that good stuff. But here, you have no chance of, just randomly uh, opening those panels the right way. All right, that's a big gate that's going to block us off. There we are, and there we go. I guess you can still see the cool thing with like Samus's cannon. I mean, if you look closely, you can see her finger like pulling a trigger. That's cool. Oh, and mentioned you can see through phasite. That's what this stuff is. I can't actually do anything about it though, because I don't have any weaponry that can pierce through phasite. But oh, this stuff. We'll be seeing a lot more of this stuff. Where do I want to go now? Oh, let's see. Huh. Well, that's really convenient. All right, let's see where this trooper is. What did he say his name was? NZG41? Weird that he just gave me like a number and not a name. But all right, cool. All right, so there's another type of gate that's blocked by the X-ray visor. You have to shoot these beacons as they light up. And you can't see that, without the X-ray visor. The developers were very, very seriously opposed to sequence breaking and skipping. Of course, joke's on them. The speedrunning community found all kinds of tricks to get around all of the item requirements. Not that I really know any of them. Let's see. Wait a second. Already forgot. So I need to be able to get to this area. Means, well, I'm going to go down to the first floor because that's where there's a map station. That's probably going to be helpful because I don't remember the layout of the Space Pirate Homeworld all that well. Or, yeah, there it is. That looks right. Go. And a retweet. That's what that last symbol was. Ah, it was necessary. Okay. Makes sense. I know there's a way to get to the other region on foot. I just couldn't remember where exactly I would need to go to do that. But it doesn't matter, because I just have to fly there. Alright. Hit up that research facility where our semi-anonymous trooper is waiting for us. And wasn't it really convenient that the trooper happened to know exactly uh, A, that we need to get past the acid rain, and B, that we need to get to the Leviathan seed. Considering he's been captured here for over a month. Super convenient. Not at all suspicious when you think about it. And for some reason, I still think it's funny that all of these control panels are clearly, shaped like the distinct natives of these planets, but you don't even have to try to match their hand shape. Just stick your hand on there. It's fine. All right. It's possible. Um, hmm. I suppose the other thing, though, is whether or not the pirates would even take prisoners in the first place. Um, Honestly, I don't know enough about uh, space pirates to know if they're really in the business of taking prisoners. All right. Oh, little thing is just spitting out. That's not cool. All right. I feel like there's something going on here that I usually forget about. Like some kind of alarm system that goes off if you get too close, or if you trip some lasers or something. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, there are like laser alarm systems that you can trip, and that sure sucks to deal with. So I'm hoping that I can remember to not just carelessly walk through the lasers. Find consoles. There's this thing. What the hell even is this thing? Oh, whatever it is, it's dead. Ew. Ew, they made a tunnel out of it and everything. That's gross. What are you even trying to do, space pirates? Your science sucks. There, I said it. I'm seeing some spider ball tracks here, and I wish I had it now. Here's the traditional energy tank and the morph ball bomb jumping challenge. Wouldn't be a Metroid Prime game if there wasn't an energy tank that you had to morph ball jump for. Oh, come on. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, shit. Alright, so that do? Oh, I guess that just opens those doors. I thought it would do something else. I'm getting way ahead of myself in terms of what to expect from each little puzzle and room. I think I saw a drone there that will trigger the security alarms too, so I gotta be careful of that. Or I want to be careful of that. Oh. How many spider ball tracks? They really do expect you to come back through this way if you want to get it 100% items. Alright. Mess up with the cutscene. Make it think I unmorphed when I absolutely didn't. Alright, so I think if I shoot these beacons to make them retract, and it didn't go fast enough. Oops. Alright, get used to seeing the red pirate commander there. Alright, so what happens if you trip the security system, these beacons will pop out, and I think... Don't know, because I don't remember the last time I ever pulled it off. But I think if you can shoot those beacons before the enemies actually arrive, you can force the beacons to retract, and that will cancel the alert system. Alright, there's definitely lasers here, right? No? Okay, but there are lasers here. Okay. So you should be able to morph ball under them? There, easy peasy. I'll just keep on rolling. Uh-oh. Is this gonna be... No, it's not. I thought this was gonna be a boss fight. That really sucks, in my opinion. Alright. Oh, all these warping effects are really messing with my frame rate here. That guy that went invisible could probably be spotted with the X-ray visor, but who cares about that? Yeah. So there are these locks on Alicia to make their return, but now you need the X-ray visor to, well, that kind of thing you could get away with without the X-ray visor, because that's always the same, like every single time. Whether you can see it, whether it's on Alicia or here. All right, some more. Tracing. There we go. Piece of cake. Alright, so now we've basically just got an elevator for the morph ball. I don't know what this energy cell is doing, but it's going in my pocket now. Is fine? It's probably fine. I like that they brought back the Chozo ghost music for this. Come on, get off. Oh, jeez. Alright. Come on back, Metroid. Alright, got two choices of door to go through. I wonder if those are things I can scan. Or if this has the... using Metroids as a weapon power source have failed. Ah, that was it. Exactly what I was looking for. Reference to the Metroid Project Dread, nearing the final stages of completion. For the longest time, there was a rumored game in the works, known only as Metroid Dread. It was supposedly an all new 2D Metroid. But well, that's not all I remember because I don't really pay to rumors all that much. But it was the source of a lot of speculation for Metroid fans. So I believe that scan there, that completely optional, non-critical scan, I think that was a reference to the rumors rather than the source of rumors. You know how these things go when you reference the speculation like that, you just drive all the fans wild. That was fun for a while. Of course, Metroid Dread never came to fruition. Unless it ended up being the Metroid 2 remake, because it's the only 2D Metroid they've put out since. And if so, that would be like 10 years in the making, which would be... Whew. But I'm pretty sure it's not. Oh boy. So, I think we finally hit the gate where we absolutely 100% need the spider ball to advance. Hey, there's that lone trooper. The prisoner who made his escape.
Thank the stars it's you. I thought I was a dead man. I think I can help you get to the seed. As I'm sure you know, the path to the seed entrance is exposed to the acid rain. However, I've seen the pirates using a special suit shield that protects them from the elements.
Alright, so we're gonna get a suit upgrade.
If you can acquire one of these shield units, you could probably make it to the seed. Lucky for you, I've seen where they made these devices. Here are the coordinates.
Alright, so that was just the room we had to pass through to get here, except we have to go into the main chamber, not these side rooms.
I even know a back entrance to that location, but we'll need your help activating the lift that takes us there. We've got to engage the security levers simultaneously.
Alright. So we're gonna have to cooperate.
I'll call out the instructions. We must synchronize our movements or the security claims won't release. Are you ready? Pull. Twist. Push.
That's some real good cooperation there, my guy.
Let's get going.
I wonder if I can scan him. Oh. Whoa. Betrayal. Who could have seen this coming?
You know, you should never trust strangers, Sammy. This is gonna be fun.
That's right, it was Gandrada. All along. So this is kind of one heck of a boss fight. Gandrada is, as you can see, incredibly acrobatic. Likes throwing out these energy chakrams, I guess, and she'll like to transform into other enemies that you've encountered in the game. Of course, when she does, then she has all of the same weaknesses as those other enemies. Means I can hit her in the space pirate brain with Phazon. Alright, let's there we go. Oh. How are you, Gantrita? Alright. And like any boss fight, this is a multi-phase fight, so now there's acid rain if you go too far out of the arena. So, you know, don't do that. Even turns into the other guys, our other old friends. But again, she has the same weaknesses that they did. Feeling kind of iffy about my health, though. Is she now? Oh, she's Gore now. Rest in peace, Gore. Gone too soon from this world. Okay, what do I have to do? I gotta... Actually kind of forgot. Yeah, right? I mean, too soon, honestly. Wait, did you dodge all my missiles? That's rude. Alright. One last phase. Her most powerful transformation yet. That's right, it's time for her to bite my style. Except when she's hiding out in the acid rain, I can't do anything about it. Nope, 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 nope. Get out of the rain. Oh, shit. Where are you, Gandrita? Oh, shit. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Get out of here. I could really use some of those projectiles in a way that I can actually shoot. Try that again, please, Gandrita, but, you know, from a bigger distance, please. Oh no. This is getting a little rougher than I anticipated. Now she's gone hyper mode, so I've got no choice. God damn it. She's gone invisible, which means I need the X-ray visor, which I can't put on because I'm in hyper mode. Oof. That's bad. That's bad. Alright, so this is extremely rough, because now I'm at less than 1 tank. So I can't go into hyper mode anymore until I can get some health refills. Which, again, only come from her projectiles. Like that. That's something, but not enough. Alright. Alright. That's better. How are you? There you are. Ah! My visor! No, 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 no. Yeah, come on. Come on. So close. Ah! Alright, is that it? That was it. Whew. You had the most magical pixel of all, the one that kept flickering in and out of existence. That's got to be kind of spooky, though. But the last form that Gandreda took was Samus's corrupted form, not her natural one. Mirror image, or whatever. But we just barely made it through. Get some of these health pickups. Delicious. Alright. We've got an upgrade for the grapple beam now. This one's a neat idea. Grapple voltage. Alright, so I just kind of glossed over it, but there are some points that you can grapple onto. And see how it's got that energy beam on the side, or energy meter? So you can actually drain the energy out of certain things, which will restore your health too. Of course, there are other points that when you grapple onto them, you need to give them energy, which means you have to give them your health. Do I push a button here, or is it there? Maybe I should scan and find out. There we go. I had to scan the thing to turn it on, of course. Alright, so, you know, the funny thing is about the information that Gandreda gave us while in disguise is that She wasn't wrong. Going this way, I think. Or maybe she was wrong. You know what? I think she actually was wrong. I think that was kind of a lie. We'll see. Either this will lead us to that shield unit and we just can't get there yet, or it just loops us back around and I need to go off planet to get the spider ball. It's one of the two. Either way, I don't believe I'll be able to get the spider ball or the shield unit right away. See, here's another place. You can grapple voltage. Yeah. Alright, so that just looped me back to the landing site, which is fine. Luckily, I remember vaguely where to go. Oh, I see I got an at. But I can't read it just yet. Alright, so it was back on Elysia. I just don't remember which room exactly. It'd be cool if I could like zoom in on these maps from the ship, but or when I'm picking a destination, but I'll just hope that I picked the right one. But somewhere on Elysia is a cannon that needed some energy to be, to go online. Now I have the power to infuse things with energy, so that'll be that. See here what I can. Alright, let's see if the map will give me the information I need. Out a little. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. So it should be fine if I go through here.
Samus, Unit 217 has discovered evidence of hidden chosen artifacts on
Oh. What do you know? I'm getting a broadcast or a transmission about it.
accessing the rest of the pirate base.
Oh, you're just gonna give me that logbook information without like, telling me anything about where it is? That's it. I guess I could point out now that the logbook does tell you about objectives, and I think you press if you press like this map location button, it will show you the objective location again. So I guess this game really does do a lot to help you get around. You don't have to rely purely on your memory to do it. I just, never actually made use of those functions. So that one's on me for not showing that off earlier. Alright, so I've conveniently skipped over this door this entire time, and this would be why. Yeah, I gotta give it some juice. Remember these zipline segments? Because they're back. That was fun watching that door fly off like that. Well, so much for the zip line. That's alright. We can just jump the rest of the way. I guess something there that I could have pointed out didn't is that the zipline segment being on rails, you can't look around freely. Which is good, because if you could look around freely during those segments, they would be a nightmare. Right, I wonder if this is the room where I get to do the cool trick. It is not. Okay. That's fine. Oh, wait, it is. Alright, so let's take a scan here. Got a protective barrier in place. Got this gear. Movable, but need more leverage. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Alright. And what do you know? That did absolutely nothing. Let's try that again. But we'll do this. Nope. Still nothing. Third time's the charm. Now, if you ask me, that's a pretty sweet trick shot. I think that's cool. You can see that this Chozo statue has the Varia suit on it. Or it's modeled after the Varia suit. I like that. Alright, so we've got ourselves a spider ball, which opens up a lot more traversal for us. Statue just disappeared, I guess. Oh, oh. Okay. That was dangerous what I did there, but it's fine. It worked out. Yeah, you would think it would hurt, but, well, I don't know. There are many explanations, I think, for what she's doing. Let's see. I think if I drop down here, I can get an item. Oh, I did not mean to drop all that way. Gotta do it all over again. But yeah, remember how I said the pirates were, trying to experiment with recreating morph ball technology? Snapping their spines is exactly what they did. I don't quite know how Samus is able to do it. Supposedly part of her... Oh, really? All I got out of that was pickups? Sorry, little flying drone. Hi, Chachi. Yeah. Oh, speaking of stupid, there's me just jumping right into the cracks that are spewing out some kind of flames. Alright, but I think there's either something about the various suit itself that makes the spider ball so doable, or it could be something about how Samus is supposed to have like some kind of Chozo DNA as a result of her upbringing. There's that, as Chachi points out, that it just kind of looks like she being converted to some kind of energy. I don't know. There is the part where it's supposed to be that she's 1 meter tall when she's in morph ball mode, which I think is perfectly reasonable for a human to curl up into. I mean, that's just a little bigger than 3 feet. That's totally possible for someone, I think. Even for Samus, who's supposed to be 6'3". I don't know. Honestly, sometimes the exact lore of Metroid gets kind of murky between games and other sources. Like there's the manga that I've never actually read. I don't think it even had an official release. But yes, indeed, Samus is the big girl. God, what was it? I remember she's supposed to be 6'3" and was it like 200 pounds? Just pure muscle, something like that. It's been a while since I've, seen the picture. That was in like Nintendo Power once upon a time in like the 90s. Like early 90s or something. And down I go. Let's give that one more try. Alright, now the fastest way back to a landing site. Oh, it's right here. Okay. There's probably some other stuff I could check out, but I don't remember where all of it is off the top of my head, and I don't feel like it's time to go randomly gallivanting about the galaxy.
Samus, this is Admiral Dane.
Oh, remember him? He's still here.
I've ordered the Federation fleet to walk to the Pirate Homeworld and begin the invasion. I think it's time we took the fight to them. We'll contact you when we're ready to commence our assault.
Alright, thanks for the status update, Admiral. Now, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this way back in the first stream, but Retro Studios, who developed this game, they really wanted to put a certain character in this game. And whoever's in charge of this whole thing, this whole Metroid thing, decided that they would not be allowed to do that, which was a real shame. So Admiral Dane is the character they just completely made up to take the spot of the character they wanted to be there. But again, I don't want to mention that character just yet. I don't want to name him specifically, just because he has not been mentioned elsewhere in the series that I've played through so far. he'll come into the picture later, we'll just say. Alright. Unless the game is decided to be mean to me, I think I can just take this shortcut back to where the shield unit is.
Samus, the Federation Armada is now in...
Sorry, Dane. Going into a tunnel. You'll have to call back later. Thank you, Chachi, for confirming that.
Samus, the Federation Armada is now in orbit above the Pirate Homeworld. We're ready for the final assault, but the base is protected by a barrier that prevents us from landing. We need you to disable this defense system. Unit 242 has located its control center.
Yeah, she's
Here are the coordinates.
she is buff as hell. Kinda has to be with all the work she does. I mean, you have to figure that the beef would develop naturally. Oh my god. I look at this thing too. Oh my god.
We're ready for the final. We need you.
Yeah. Just
Here are the coordinates.
well, I don't know. We could also say that the Chozo DNA that she may or may not have had, I don't know, made her lightweight like a bird. Like I said, there's a lot of vagueness to, the lore of Metroid, so there's plenty of room for you to headcanon your way into a suitable explanation. Let's see, this is a puzzle that I can't do just yet. Gotta rearrange the pillar, spin to win, and all that. I mean, that too. I mean, there's all kinds of explanations. That's a very valid one to you. Oh, come on. That should do it. Does this take me where I want to go? Or have I played myself? That's right. He sure as hell could, Chachi. That's the important thing here. Sorry, I gotta plug in my phone so it doesn't die on me and I lose chat. Oh, sorry, that's because of my thing. Alright. There we go. Yeah, oh my god, if we had a Metroid Gear Rising or something like that, that would be incredible. Be time for Samus to let her rip. Doesn't quite work as well when her name isn't Jack. Oh well. Alright, so we've got the Hazard Shield, which adds cool glowy panels to the shoulders. That's all it does, really. The glowy panels put up a barrier, though, when Samus is in acid rain. And now it's no longer a problem. Oop. You know, that's another good point. Let's all have a nice shout out for to the Nintendo versions of Bayonetta for having Samus's power suit as a costume for Bayonetta. And in fact, I can't remember if they both games do it or not. I know that when you use Bayonetta's guns in the power suit, she'll fire it out of an arm cannon instead of her signature handguns. I feel like there's something here that I could do by jumping around that I'm just not remembering. That's another important feature that Chachi mentions. You can just flip the visor up and down because Bayonetta doesn't wear the full helmet because, you know, she's got that hairdo going on, especially in the first game. And then you can just flip the visor down, up and down whenever you want, including during cutscenes. I probably have to push this. That's what I was forgetting. So if your timing is great, it's really fun to just flip the visor down right before it's time for her to beat some angels up. Oh, other fun things about... oh god, I forgot these guys could do that. I know it's in... I think it's only in Bayonetta 2, but she has an ability where normally she like turns into a panther or something to, you know, run around super fast. In Bayonetta 2, if you have the power suit on, she will turn into a morph ball. And just roll around like that. I think it even gives her bombs. They're not like super useful, as I recall, but you know, they're there. Just a cute little touch. I guess I can just go back to the landing site. I think I got to go back to the central area. Anyway, the point is, Bayonetta is really good. The inclusion of Metroid references into Bayonetta is also really good. Oh, but I guess I could also mention there is one game on the playlist that will be that will have, I think, some not quite Bayonetta levels of cool combat, but it's going to have something, as I recall. Yeah, I guess there's no point in being vague about it, but Other M, which is still kind of a few games away, was not developed solely by Nintendo alone. It was co-developed by Koei Tecmo with who specifically their, what is it, Ninja Theory team? Jeez, can't believe I forgot. The ones who do like the cool action games. They were co-developers as Team Ninja. Thank you, Chachi. Ninja Theory. What the hell is that even? They did the gameplay portion of Other M. So there are some cool things you can do, but Ninja Theory. Oh right, okay. I don't think I've actually played a Ninja Theory game. Oh, but Ninja Theory was the ones who did the Devil May Cry reboot that no one likes to acknowledge, right? One where teenage punk Dante meets the I don't know, meets the source of Slurm or whatever, and they just shout "fuck you" at each other over and over. Oh my god, did they? I did not remember that at all. I don't know if I've ever heard that, but I guess nothing says Shakespeare quite like people just shouting "fuck you" back and forth. I mean, that's basically the same as "Do you bite your thumb, sir?" "No, sir. I do bite my thumb, but I do not bite it at you, sir." Totally on the same level. Anyway, that's a broken elevator. Don't try to ride it. Another pro tip from me to you. Okay. The acid on the floor or the third floor? I have to disable the defense system before I do anything, which means I have to go to the second floor. Anyway, I never did play the reboot of D Little MC because I didn't have the PS3. But I have to say the few bits I've seen of Devil May Cry 5 now, those have got me interested. Uh, yeah, that's oh, geez, what can I even say about that? Wow. I need to go. Don't I? Oh, I just had to approach. That'll give me a clue. All right, I will confess that I'm not super well versed in Shakespeare's works. Never read Taming of the Shrew, but yeah, that sounds exactly like something that would happen. These guys. What am I missing here? Be able to get here, so I need to spider ball around. Got to figure out where the spider ball track is. Shouldn't be hard to find, as long as I'm scanning for it. Yeah, see, I can't do that. Take one last quick look up here. Hard to believe that there's nowhere for me to go from here. But I guess there's nowhere for me to go from here. Okay. Yeah. Much to my chagrin, I guess I'll have to figure out a long way around. Alright, so now we can get through this spot. What the hell is going on here? Oh. Go the super long way around. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Well, nothing to it but to do it, I guess. Yeah, I know when pirates are going to appear. Alright. Take that. Alright, cool. Found a way through. I think even with the shield unit, these are still like extra destructive, so maybe not? Huh? Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright. We made it to... Oh, shit. Rip the lasers. Alright. Come on, crawl tanks. Oh. Frame too long or something. Too late. Alright. Well, let's check out this hatch that blew open. Okay. Here we go. Well, I thought that spider ball track was the way to get into to the other side of that barrier, but nope, it's actually exit. Okay. Oh. Alright, so let's see where this train takes us now, because I don't fully remember. Got 2 doors here. This leads to the command center, so that's probably good. It's been a while since I've seen a save station, so I will definitely save. Oh my god. I definitely... God, I remember seeing that, I don't know, what was it, in a trailer or something? I don't know if it was just a trailer or if it was a clip that someone posted, but I do remember Witch talking about, yeah. I don't think I can bring myself to say it with real words coming out of my mouth. I will say that I remember that it was specifically desiccated. Had to be desiccated to make it work. Anyway, how about this Metroid Prime? Oh. I pressed a button and I have no idea what it was, because I thought it was an X-ray visor terminal. But I guess it was the right thing. Got ourselves a big-ass drill. Let's do that one. Yeah, I think we can... I'd like to think that we can all appreciate that take. That is nice and cool. Take like that. Because all of the writing is mostly relegated to the lore. Prime 3 is the only one that has anything really beyond the lore. And you know what? It's perfectly serviceable, which is exactly what I want out of a Metroid game. I will say though, I'm pretty sure I talked about this. I can't remember if it was the last stream or the stream before, but what I really appreciate about Prime 3 is that, I feel like the situation is, always is a little more dynamic. Like things are happening that don't necessarily revolve around you, just going to different areas and blowing up doors and whatnot. I mean, here you've got the Federation is planning a large-scale invasion on the Pirate Homeworld. It's not just go to this planet and take care of the threat there. That is considerably better writing than most Metroid games get. I'm gonna see if I can just ignore the crawl tanks there. Yeah, no problem. Basically forgot. Oh, oh no, that was right. Oh shit, that was a spinner. And now they're being a problem. I know I gotta do both sides to make the thing happen. I see signs of a screw attack panel. Alright. Oh, no worries, we'll be able to find our way back up eventually. Oh, right, it's this thing. This thing is a piece of shit. I heard there's a thing you can do. I mentioned an anti-air thing. Huh. Yeah, that's basically what this is, except I don't recall that it has any weak points that you can attack for massive damage. Uh, I thought I'd read that there's like one of those secret achievements for actually destroying this thing. And you would do it by calling in a bombing run. It mentioned that it has like anti-air capabilities, so I figured that would mean that I'd be able to, stun it and then call in my ship for a bombing run. But it doesn't look like that's the case after all. And again, there's also all this barrier going on here, so that might have something to do with it. I guess once I take care of the barrier, then come back here, I can try to overload it again, and maybe then I'll be able to blow it up. Any last pickups I can get before I go into the next room? No? Uh-oh. Oh, wait a second. This is good. This is very good. I want to be in this room. I need to be in this room. As I recall, there's a special achievement you can get here. So I'm going to try to go for it. Alright, let's see here. Oh, I missed. The achievement involves just killing a bunch of dudes, which I think I'm eminently qualified for, so I hope you don't mind if I try. the real goal of this room is to blow up that laser. And normally you do it by letting dudes get sucked into that machine up there. Whoops. On second thought, you need to blow up like 20 dudes. And that seems exhausting. So maybe I won't go for it after all. I think I'll just do this as intended. Whoops. Alright. So, do not jump when the vacuum is a suckin'. Alright. This should do it. See how he's hanging on there? What if I just, come on. There we go. That's the ticket. Now what I want to know is, how come when I go flying into the machine, I don't expose the weak point panels? Now that doesn't make any sense. Now this guy's gonna hold on for dear life. Whoop. Yeah, that's fair. The buttons really don't make any kind of sense whatsoever. Like, why would those be a weak point? Why would those be particularly vulnerable to anything? But, well, sometimes you have to make some sacrifices to, for the benefit of gameplay. I guess. Oh, that's right, I don't want to actually kill this guy just yet. Alright. Perfect. Yeah, I didn't want to go through like 7 waves of dudes just to make that happen, or just to get that achievement. That's not going to get me anything at all. What is important here is I've got a new beam upgrade. They call this one the Nova Beam. It functions a little more like the wave beam in the 2D games, in that it can go through certain walls. There's that phasite, so now I can just shoot these things and bing bang boom. Power the panel. Do this whole thing. Ah, yes, the snipper riffle. Yeah, I haven't really had an opportunity to show it off yet. Um, but when you combine the X-ray visor and the Nova beam, they can do some pretty cool stuff. There are certain enemies um, that if you scan them, it'll say they have like phasite plating over their heads or something, um, which means our fancy new green beam, look at it go, can punch right through that phasite plating like it was nothing. The other thing is that the X-ray visor uh, also conveniently features a zoom function. So if you lock onto an enemy while in X-ray mode, uh, you'll get like a close-up on their sweet central nervous system, and you can just pop them once or twice, and then they'll just die instantly, as one would imagine. And it's incredibly satisfying to pull that off. There's no two ways about it. What do we have here? Some missiles. All right, I'll take missiles. Oh, speaking of, uh, Metroids are that type of enemy. Now I don't have to get them to bull rush me. As you can see there, their nuclei get highlighted. That door doesn't even open. The nuclei get highlighted, and then you can just, just kind of points at the nuclei, which are nice and big and bright for you. And just fire off a few rounds, and, well, they're not rounds, they're just shots. Fire off a few shots, and they'll be dead before you know it. I want to move this thing, and I don't remember how to do it. I guess it's just wait for the orb to appear. And there's a mini boss too. That's there are actually a couple of mini bosses that have the same weakness. And boy, oh boy, am I glad I haven't fought either of them yet before getting this upgrade. Always thought that there are two of them of the boss I'm thinking of. I always thought that you had to fight one of them without, without this beam. So if I come across it, I might, well, I don't know what I'll do. Let's see. Thinking now. Yeah, that's right. This is where I want. Of course, it stands to reason that the game would give me some nice shortcuts back to my objective. Guess I'll top off on my energy tanks too before I forget. Oh, good. The train is still right here. I just realized something I haven't pointed out yet. With those little motion control bits, is that they're they're relative, which is to say that if you try to do them too early, um, it won't count, and then you'll have to do it even more, which can be awkward if for those times when you have to push or pull and you just pull a little too early. Then you have to pull back even more, and I don't know, maybe you've already got the Wiimote way too close to you to pull back much further. Or same with pushing forward. These things happen. You lift the Wiimote like it said for the train. Go too early, you might have to lift it even more, pull it back even more. Video games are real cool. Motion controls are super duper cool. Oh, these things are longer than I thought. Alright, so I drained that and I have no idea what good that did me. Oh well. Go. Oh. Something else is hitting me. Who dare? You. You dared. Just try stressing it out with high temperature and low temperature attacks, alternating back and forth. That's probably an issue, right? Oh wait. Go all the way to the top for. Go and there. Alright, so we get to make good use of this stuff right away. We gotta deactivate the barrier. Ooh. These guys. Alright. Well, they're messing with my visor, so that was not ideal. But even with visor issues, where'd it go? You can still lock on and see that panel come up. And, you know, just like that, just take them out. Alright, so I don't know what kind of power system just has a bunch of balls just bouncing around in a chamber like that, but well, that's what the pirates are using. I see. I think what it is when these commandos go into hyper mode. Oh, come on. I think it causes interference with your X-ray visor. But you know, sometimes you don't even need X-rays. You don't even. Sometimes you don't even need to see an X-ray to hit your targets. Especially not when you're a cool bounty hunter, Samus Aran. Let's see. Wanted to see if you could hit the weak point without using the X-ray visor, and it looks like you can't. That's fine. Like I said, it's really satisfying to use it, though. Alright, so let's deactivate the entire planetary defense system. Which, kind of makes this a nice inversion of what happened at the beginning of the game. Pirates tried to disable the defense systems on Norian. Federation decides to disable the... Ooh, didn't just disable it, we obliterated it. Nice. Right, so I don't think there's anything further for me to do here.
Outstanding job, Samus. I knew the Federation
What the hell does that even do?
I've
Whatever.
been ordered to begin the invasion. I'm headed down there with the troops.
Oh boy, oh boy.
These coordinates.
Alright, so I think that's, where was it? We've been there before. Yeah. Second, getting slightly... No, no. I've got it now. This will be a kind of a fun section coming up, I think. Depends on how well it goes. Frame rate? Okay. Where do I need to go through? Need to go through the orange door. Got it. It sounded like the sound of pirates coming in, but too late, pal. All right.
Outstanding work, Samus. I don't say this often, but I sure am impressed. That said, you've still
All right.
work to do. Up ahead is the pirate cargo line that
Got some praise from
large security
Admiral Dane.
at the end.
Woohoo.
4 demolition cruisers are needed to open the final door, so you need to make sure enough of them make it safely through this
All right.
area.
So, what's a Metroid game without, you know, an escort quest? Escort mission.
The only one who can destroy the seed. We'll help along the way. Once we get there, it's up to you to finish the job. We're right behind you, Samus. Do some damage.
You got it, Admiral. So I kind of talked over it, but yeah, we've got these demolition troopers now. When we start this mission, we're going to have 12 of them to escort to core. I want to say that this actually, like the starting amount here, depends on what difficulty you're playing on, but I don't fully remember. Anyway, we just need to make sure 4 of them survive.
Since our armor is weaker than most of the troopers, we need you to watch our backs through this area. Our group color is yellow. Most of the demolition
Yeah.
units have already started moving towards the seed, so you better get going. Good luck.
Now I know there's an achievement if you can get through this section without letting a single trooper die, but I don't think I've ever actually pulled it off because they are. There's always at least one that's really good at just getting himself into the line of fire. Alright, he mentions that the group color is yellow because the yellow ones are the ones we have to care about the most. Shit. These guys should be fine. Now we've got more. Come on. Oh, what's going on? Okay. Guys, just let me tank all the hits with my face. It's fine. Just stay back. Well, that sound means one of the troopers died because the freaking flying pirate just crashed right into him. There goes another. Like I said, I've never made it without. Never made it and assured that all of the troopers survived, and I guess that's not changing today. Where the hell do I go from here? I gotta go up. Hey, that's why they gave me 12 to work with. Guess I gotta screw attack across? I don't know. Probably not, but whatever. Next room, more troopers. Something's gonna open up here. Or maybe they just open the door? No. Take a nap, buddy. Oh. More dudes. Oh, there goes another trooper. I'll say it's probably the point, but I'm really not a fan of the sound they use when a trooper gets killed. It's very effective as a "you fucked up" sound. Oh, mines! Hate those jump mines. But we're still alright. Got 9 out of 12 remaining. I want to say this is the last room. This is where I usually run into, where I usually lose at least one, because that's like a railway right there. That thing's going to open up and the train's going to barrel through, and it usually crushes one of these guys. Or no, it's yeah. Good. Need to get out of hyper mode. Oh shit. I did not expect that to happen. Remember how I said that if Samus gets fully corrupted, she turns into another Dark Samus? Oops, game over. Let's try again. Let's see how generous the checkpointing is. Lucky, it'll be right before this room. If I'm unlucky, it's going to be the start of this whole escort mission. It's start of the whole escort. Oh, wait. Wait.
Outstanding work, Samus.
Yeah, I gotta start it over. Oops. Oops. This is fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Yeah. Okay. Thankfully, I can skip these conversations now. Alright. Okay, second verse, same as the first. Let's, roll it back, take it from the top, and all that good stuff. Out of here. I guess this is what I get for being a little too liberal with my use of hyper mode. There. Come on, come on. Alright, so far so good. No stray jetpack troopers to smash one of my boys to pieces. Health refills. Where the jump lines are? No, it's the next one. Whatever. What am I looking at? Okay. Round 2. Take 2. Cancel that hyper mode. Gotta play it safe. Oh, yep. field out of here. Come on, come on, come on. Trying to keep these guys safe. Maybe I'll make some history, personal history. Things are looking pretty alright. Take that, jump mines. Alright, this is gonna work. Okay. Remember, I gotta be careful this time. Because as soon as the big guys come out... That's me being careful. Okay. Ooh, it worked. Alright. Alright, here's the real trick. It's this red commando again. Oh, and these guys too. Alright, I need you to get some cover. Alright, you know what? I think I actually pulled it off. Well, I'll be. Go me. So for the first time in my life, I managed to keep all the troopers alive. And I even got to do it in front of a live studio audience. How cool is that? Alright. I just need to jump around on the platforms to advance, as I recall. Maybe I should talk to this guy?
The entrance to the seat should be just through this cargo door. We'll keep the area clear while you go on ahead. Good luck.
Okay. I just have to find the thing to open the door, which is, oh, right here. How convenient. Yes, thank you, thank you. You're too kind. Got a nice pool of Phazon here to recover my health at an exponential rate. Love it. It's still really satisfying to watch those numbers go way the hell up real fast. Is this the press? Could be, but I have to scan something. Oh, I have to... This one. Okay, well this is a big, impressive room for just a cargo track. Gotta open the gate. We'll have our path to the seed. Oh, fuck you! The Red Commando. This guy's an extreme jerk. He doesn't have a fancy weakness that the other guys have. he still causes all kinds of problems. Likes to teleport around, and commandos like to cancel your hyper mode. A lot of bullshit going on in this fight. It's been a while, but I want to say it's actually possible to fail to kill this commando. Or is that the right one? Let's try that again. Not sure if I did it or not. I want to say that sometimes if you take too long to actually kill him, the red pirate commando will just teleport away and you never get another chance. But I guess I did it, so go team. Alright. No ambush this time. Oh, that's right. We've got to retract the roof. Believe. Oh, loads. Yep, calling a bombing run. Well, I guess it's not really a run if it's just gonna hover in place. But you know, some close range missiles will work too. Alright. I don't think there's anything left to actually do here. I believe it's time to just tackle the seed. Oops, hold on a second. Alright. Accidentally disconnected my phone from chat for a hot second there. But it's fine. Can't go to that place yet, but we don't need to. Let's go straight to the Pirate Homeworld seed. So, anyone want to take any guesses as to who we're going to fight here? Just like maybe a general guess or something. What the hell do I have to do to this thing again? Oh, yes. Got to spy on its insides. Something dark. Good guess. Well, let's see if you're right, Tia. Surprise, motherfuckers, it's Ridley. And he is pissed. Not just Ridley, it's Omega Ridley. Oh, let's see, I kind of forgot what my order of operations is here. Armored plating. Okay. It has been a while since we've seen Ridley after all. We didn't really beat him last time. Alright. Like in Prime 1, Ridley's main weakness is his core there. His, is it supposed to be his heart or something? Probably. Oh. So I'm pretty sure you have to shoot him in the mouth to stun him. Then you can rip open his armored chest plate there, and then tear him a new one. At least for now. Alright, so that's the first phase down. Oh, check it out. He's got fancy phasite plating now. That probably wasn't ideal. Oh, I remember. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I still have to stun him. But this time, instead of the grapple, it's X-ray. That animation when you stun him in this phase is hilarious to me. It is just so silly, just kind of waving his arms in the air like you just don't care. Ah, yes, the classic spin attack. Oh no, I missed. Good. Look at him go. Alright. The game just automatically kicked me out of X-ray mode for my success. Alright, come on, come on. Let's see. Oh, we'll see how well I can actually talk about this. But in the meantime, I tried looking into Ridley's, what his whole deal is, because I swear it always changes. And it turns out I was right. It does always change. So I mentioned earlier that there's the Metroid manga. Ridley, unsurprisingly, makes an appearance in that. It's in that manga that Ridley is responsible for the destruction of the colony where Samus grew up, or where Samus, well, yeah, where Samus originally lived. Like, he and the pirates just came along and just killed the shit out of everyone. when Samus was just a wee baby. When she was like 5 or something. I don't know. Somewhere around that age. Oh. And let's see, there's a scene in the manga where, you know, where young Samus, young baby Samus, tries to befriend Ridley, if you can believe it. And then Ridley just turns around and kills Samus's mom right in front of her. Because Ridley is one bad dude. Keep seeing thing on my... Oh, I don't know what that was about. He is at times, you know, like the security chief or whatever of the Space Pirates. Sometimes he's the commander of the Space Pirates. He's been described as, you know... Let's see, if you remember the Robo Ridley from the end of Zero Mission, that was supposed to be his idea. Because he's, I don't know. He's narcissistic like that to want a cool robot modeled after him. At one point, he was described as like a life form from the planet Zebes. It's, I don't know, it's all really murky. The one thing is for sure, is you fight him several times throughout the series, he's a staple. Despite getting blown up several times, he always comes back. Well, until he doesn't. And we're about to blow him up some more. On. So close. Come on. There we go. Anyway, one thing is for sure about Ridley's backstory, and it's that he was definitely there when Samus's parents died, and that was definitely his doing. Alright, so Samus has been further corrupted, but now you can see she's gone extra blue. About as blue as it gets without losing the trademark red shoulder pads. Not even the red shoulders, just the red, I don't know. Visor and upper chest or something? I guess? I don't know. We've got our final upgrade, though. You did, Chachi. I'm so sorry that you missed it. It's incredible. We've got the Hyper Grapple. It's like the Grapple Voltage, except you use it in Hyper Mode. Let's lock on and just overload these crystals there. Another one. There. The ripping open presents animation. Is that the one where he just kind of paws at the ground in front of him before charging you, or is that just waving his arms? Because those are both really good animations. All right. Oh yeah, there. Okay, yeah. All right, that makes sense. It is just tearing off wrapping paper left and right. Okay. So cool. We've taken out the seed on the Pirate Homeworld. I believe that puts us squarely in the end game. I'm probably going to get another mission update.
Samus, you have successfully destroyed the last remaining seed as detected by our systems. The spread of phazon corruption has been stopped. This is a great day for the Federation.
Let's point out that the spread has stopped, but that doesn't mean the corruption is all gone.
However, there is one more mission to complete. Skytown's Aurora Unit 217 reports that it has discovered the origin of the Leviathan attacks. It appears that this is where Dark Samus and her main pirate force are stationed. Destroying them will require a full-scale attack.
All right.
Unfortunately, this location is so far away it cannot be reached by conventional space travel. We must instead create a wormhole to reach it. The pirates have
Right.
constructed a Leviathan battleship, which is in orbit around this planet. If we can board this battleship, we may be able to force it to open a wormhole.
Well, how about that? We're gonna hijack the pirates' own ship.
Large energy surges consistent with a warp device are traveling between the pirates' planet and the Leviathan battleship. It appears the pirates are using this warp device to link to the ship. We will upload the coordinates of this device to you now.
All right. So I guess it's not. It's basically endgame, but not completely. Let's let's get to that Leviathan battleship. I think, and take it from there. Maybe. I'm still kind of playing this by ear. I didn't have a perfect stopping point in time. Although this would be a good one. Let's do a quick health update. Just for fun, just because I've been doing it after every seed so far. Phazon levels are at 75%, which sounds real bad if you ask me. Still don't know what 75% means, but I'll pull up my stats too. That's not bad. Also, just for fun, how many shots have I fired? Because I'm sure it's an absurd amount. 18,900 shots. A lot of room visits, data saves, hypermode uses. Yep, those sure are some numbers. So yeah, I'm pretty sure what I want to do is at least get on board the Leviathan. Don't worry, there will be plenty of time for more shots. How many more? I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure it counts like the hyper mode shots, like the charge shot. every one of those tiny little things counts as one shot towards the count. That's the only way I can believe that I have fired my gun almost 19,000 times. Uh, I want to go back to where we've already friggin' forgot where to go. Go. Still in the Pirate Command area. Guess that's a transit station. Okay, I remember. I remember now. There's a pathway in that room that was blocked off. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Almost there. There we go. Right. This was the place. Gotta overload these crystals now. Take a new train, new locations. I think going here is going to open up that last landing site too. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Clearing out all kinds of blockages. Nothing can stand in her way now. Samus is now fully equipped as far as this game is concerned. All the other items from here on out are energy cells and expansions and whatnot. Okay. I think this is like the warp beacon or something. So can't get there. We're gonna have to go through this cracked vent here. Let's blow it open. Let's blow it open. Oh, they're doing the teleport thing again. Where the implication is that it's instantaneous, which still seems like it would be really disorienting. You have to at least close your eyes first? I don't know. Well, let's stick our gun in this thing. Alright, that didn't do anything.
Samus, it seems command codes are needed to gain control of the Leviathan. We have detected that the abandoned ship Valhalla has not been fully explored. It is possible that it still holds the answer to some mysteries. Return to Valhalla and search for the command codes.
Okay. Yeah, right. straightforward.
EU-217.
Now what?
A planet was detected at the epicenter from where the Leviathan telemetry originated.
Well, that kind of makes sense. Aurora unit, whichever number you are.
We have named this planet Phase.
Ah, Phase with 2 A's. Nothing more to say about it. Just oh yeah, we just named a planet. Thanks for the heads up. Not sure I need to know the name of a planet before I blow it up. Alright, so the Leviathan was a no-go. Let's check out the Valhalla again. See what else I can open up. Alright, so I remember last time I showed off some of the Valhalla. There are all kinds of points where you can just stick in your energy cells that you've picked up. That's where we're going to find the codes. Now, here's the thing I don't remember. Yeah, the atmosphere of the Valhalla is really cool. I was saying last time I probably should have... Only I'd been playing this for Halloween instead of around Christmas and New Year's, but something like that can't be helped. Too late. Anyway, you know, all throughout the game I've been picking up these energy cells, and I want to say there are 9 of them in total to find. I think I have 6 of them now. But the point is that you don't need necessarily all of the energy cells to get the command codes. I just can't remember how many you do need, and I can't remember if I've accidentally wasted any of them on non-critical paths. But we'll see how far we can get. Who knows? Maybe I've been lucky and opened exactly the right spots that I needed to. I kind of doubt it, but there's only one way to be sure. Notification real quick. Oh, nothing too important. Oh. I guess that place is just blocked off. That's fine. Scaflar system. Back to the Valhalla. Yeah, even like the background, like that backdrop there is a really good job of adding to the atmosphere of this derelict ship. Red space is creepy space. Music is really good. Shriek bats over there. Get out of here, shriek bats. Metroids. Bye, Metroids. Oh, right. Let's take a look at my map, see where I can and can't go. Stairwell's probably not it. I'll just take a quick peek. Loading times. Remember, this is the trilogy version where they fixed the loading times. Or so they say. Yeah, I don't feel like this is the right way to go. If I go up there, it'll probably just give me information about where to find more energy cells. At least that's my suspicion. Little mini roids again. Still cute in there, floating jellyfish kind of way. Oh, now that I can... I was gonna say, now that I have the voltage, something fun to do is to just grab onto these things and just refill your health until they die. I think it takes a couple of rounds, but you can get a lot of health out of them. I don't really care about that guy though. Let's see. So I feel like the codes would be past the green door there because, well, that's something you need pretty much every upgrade to, you know, access anyway. So it stands to reason, I think, that that's where the end game objective would be. Whoop-de-doo, here comes the goo. All I have to say about that. Gonna try to ignore the Metroids that are gathering behind me. There, see? There's more goo. It's still pretty fun to just rip them apart with the grapple lasso. Let's see here. Ooh. Alright, sometimes these roaming puddles just spawn little bugs for you to shoot. There's a guy that was stuck to the wall there. I wonder if we can learn about this poor unfortunate soul. Oh, it's just being absorbed by Phazon. That's That's a new function. Okay. I wonder what it is about the Valhalla in particular that's making these load times so bad. Okay. Remember, do I have to blow these things open? Within the wall. That sounded like code for X-ray visor, but maybe not. Oop. There's a mini boss in this room. I know it. I'm dreading it. But I'm also perfectly equipped to blast the hell out of it, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because it's such a pain to fight otherwise. Oh, there's the malfunction in the wall. Probably? Why didn't we lock on? Alright. I've got 2 cells, or I have 2 or 3 cells. I have enough is the point. Alright, so let's get ready to make some mistakes. Alright, this is the boss I was talking about. This boss is a real fucker. You gotta shoot it in the mouth to stun it, and then you can rip off those tentacles. And it moves around a lot, so hitting it in the mouth is really hard. You can only hit it at certain times. You know what? Fuck that noise. We're just gonna give him one quick blast with the Nova Beam. I mean, look at that. That was a single shot. Single uncharged shot was all it took with the Nova Beam. Yeah, it's a real pain in the ass to fight normally. Maybe if I go after the other one in this game, I'll do it the normal way. Probably not. Because it takes, I feel, an awful lot of precision to make it work. Poor trooper. Oh, come on. Like something that should... Oh, I guess not. That's just a storage room that has nothing in it at all. Okay. Need a code. Here. Are you gonna have the code? Internal bleeding from assault rifle wounds. Got no melee weapon. Or assault rifle. Energy burns from Phazon. That sucks. Violently thrown against the wall. Oh, poor guy. Yeah, I agree. As I recall, though, there are only 2 Metroid hatchers, and I've only That was the first one I encountered in this playthrough. The other one's on the Pirate Homeworld through what is evidently a completely optional door. So, but yeah, it really is just such a pain in the ass to, you know, aim so precisely against a target that moves around so much. Just, I mean, I've played this game so many times, it's not worth doing it for the experience anymore. In fact, I'm really glad to know that you don't have to fight the one on the Pirate Homeworld.
The data you just acquired appears to be a Space Pirate Leviathan command code.
All right.
It is likely that this code could allow us to control the Leviathan in orbit above the Pirate Homeworld. Find a way onto the Leviathan and use that code.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. Let's scan this guy, you have to say. Oh. Ooh, that's probably from the pirate that's missing its melee weapon. One who died of internal bleeding. Hey, Michael. Glad you could join. Alright, 78356. That's the code I was looking for. Let's see what this will bring. 7, 8, 3, 5, and 6.
Data log entry G467.3. This will be the last communication of the GFS Valhalla. Our efforts to repel the space pirate boarding force have failed. They have
Alright, well, you know what, Michael? I can't stop you from downloading a whole solar system.
It is obvious now that they intend to extract us from the Valhalla.
I mean, I can say you wouldn't, but, well, I'm not the boss of you. What am I, a cop?
It is vital that the Federation receive this transmission. Severing main power. A large bioform is creating a wormhole. Implant into sentient planet, which is the source of all phasor.
Oh, no.
Darkness coming.
All kinds of things going on. Got a secret message. I think doesn't give us too much new information. I want to see real quick. Second. Check my inventory because that was always the thing that I really poked around in this game. Like that it highlights the different parts of Samus's armor there. Energy cells. Alright, so I have this one. Yeah, these are the indicators for all the energy cells. The green ones mean I have used them. Red means I have acquired them. Question marks mean I know where they are. And that blank one means I don't know. Probably a scan somewhere. Probably in this room. Maybe in this room. I guess there's some lore here. Let's pick that up. And her incident. What the hell is that about? Oop. Planet Ether. That was Prime 2. 5 decades. Wow, so 50 years. I'm just skimming over this. I don't know why they're calling that the and her incident. Maybe the planet Ether is in the and her system or something. I don't know. But that was just a plot summary of the entire game of Prime 2. The whole thing right in that one little data log. 50 years though. Wow, they were something I kind of didn't like about Prime 2. Let's see, is this the one that tells me the last bit of information? No. But something I didn't like about Prime 2 is that it always made references to war god worshipped in ancient Egypt. Okay. Thank you for dropping that good old mythology knowledge, Chachi. Stands to reason that the Federation would, you know, use that as a reference. I mean, here I am aboard the Valhalla. Started the game on the Olympus. Mentioned that the trooper ship that went missing was the Tyr. And it had, let's see, I think the Tyr was part of like the Heracles fleet or unit or something. Maybe that was the name of the trooper unit that was, you know, on board the Tyr. So it stands to reason that they would just borrow some more mythological names. Alright, so got the Alright, so we've got everything we need to actually go to the end of the game, but you know, I have been at this for kind of a while. I just want to get back to my ship, and I think what I'm gonna do, this plan that I've made up now, is just kind of do some cleanup. You know, pick up a bunch of items. Maybe I'll get the energy cells along the way and just come right back. I do the thing here? There's like a missile here, but... Oh, that's right, I need 2 cells for that, so that's not going to happen. That's right, I need to go back down the elevator. I didn't already. Did not. Okay. I'm just kind of doing this on autopilot right now while I'm figuring out my plans from here. But as I was about to say, I think next time is going to be cleanup. Go through, get some items, get my pickup counts higher because I think it's pretty low right now. 60. That's 60 is too low for me. I definitely want to get all the energy tanks for reasons that will be made clear later. Let's see. A remake of the Prime trilogy. Make it even shinier. I'm not gonna say no. I think it would look even cooler. But unlike the Crash trilogy and the Spyro trilogy, you know, these games are, you know, a generation or two older, or newer. Newer is the word. So I don't think they really need that kind of visual upgrade. I think that they still look pretty dang good on their own already. I am inclined to agree with Chachi. I am more interested in seeing an all-new Prime game than I am in seeing another re-release of the trilogy. Because they already put it up as a digital download on the Wii U. And that one's still a cool $20. Means if you've got a Wiimote handy, I would, you know, I would absolutely recommend getting the trilogy version, uh, if you can. Oh, hold on. Well, knocking things out of my ear. Uh, well, that's fair. As much as I love the Metroid games, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that they're absolutely for, you know, anyone and everyone. Um, Sometimes a game just doesn't mesh with someone, and that's fine too. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna take this to Elysia. There's that observatory that will give you the locations of all the items, and I'd rather have that information than not have it. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna push the stream just a little further just to get that information. Then that'll be the end of it today. Can't remember how to get there specifically. I probably have to go back into the ship and go to the other landing site. Or is it landing site B? Turbine chamber observatory. Okay. I should have gone to the other location. That's fine. Step off, step back in. Yeah, ultimately, I think I would rather be able to just jump right into the item hunt than go through, you know, this stuff. Man, now I'm thinking about how there were wild rumors about a Prime 4 announcement that were completely based on absolutely nothing. It was supposed to, well, according to the rumors, I should say, it was supposed to be during the Jeff Keighley's Game Awards. Again, who taught these robots how to go into hyper mode? Like some retailer, I want to say in Sweden, put up a listing for Prime 4 that was supposed to come out in like February. But even the retailer's site was like, yeah, we've just heard rumors. There's nothing, you know, solid to base this on. And then, you know, Knights and Hope. What am I saying? Knights? I meant sites. You know, news sites. You know, picked up on that listing, like, oh, there's a rumor that Prime 4 is in the works, and that means they're going to announce it at the Game Awards. Even though we don't have any solid information to base this claim on. Just what some randos are saying online. Yeah, the Game Awards are, oof, they're not as fun as they used to be. And by fun, I mean fun to make fun of. I'm in the observatory now, right? Alright. That thing. Oh, I completely forgot about these enemies. These are Azoids, I think they're called? Yeah. They just like to send out energy waves like that all the time. They're kind of annoying, so I guess I'll take care of them. Oh, that took exactly a fraction of a second too long. But yeah, there's not quite as much, you know... Wait. That thing that opened up. There we go. We don't have that chick hydro robot at the Game Awards this year. I guess there was that guy in the crash suit, but... I don't know. Just wasn't nearly as fun to make fun of. Let's see. That gives me... upgrades from the Pirate Homeworld. Nice. Something I haven't quite forgotten, though, while I'm thinking of the Game Awards, is the year that they were hyping up Imagine Dragons to perform. Is like the finale. And... You know, I don't hate Imagine Dragons. They're alright. I mean, I have one of their albums. But, I still think it was hilarious how they decided to, close out the entire, you know, awards show with an acoustic version of a song that was already kind of like mellow and somber or whatever. And they somehow managed to make it even more mellow and somber. And that was the performance that they decided to go with for the finale. And it was just unbelievable that they just ended things on such a low note like that. Just like I said, I thought it was hilarious that they thought it was somehow a good idea. It wasn't even like sounds of video game. It was sounds of, you know, a rock band playing one of their less rock songs in a remarkably less rock fashion. I want to say they were accompanied by Kenny G, too? I mean, it was like the lowest energy finale I've ever seen. That's Skytown's data. I've Norian. I'm sure I got Brio. Surprised there aren't any other things. I guess that's all of them. I'll just have to confirm on my map because I was so busy talking I didn't pay attention to the dialogue boxes that came up on my screen. There's, yeah, Norian's covered. And Brio should be covered. Yeah, okay, we're all good. So I'm just gonna hightail it back to my ship, which was fastest. Probably the way I came. Alright, so I guess I'll get this out of the way now. I don't know when exactly next stream is going to be, because I don't have my schedule for work next week just yet. And it's probably gone up today, but no way in hell am I going to walk into there on my last day off of the week. My last of 2 days off in the week. So, as per usual, just, stay tuned to Twitter. As soon as I find out, I'm sure I'll pin a tweet about it. And, yeah, next time I think is going to be the finale, which means, cool, I get to, I'll probably get to close out the year with the end of Metroid Prime 3, which works out pretty well. That's an A-OK finish by me. Probably. Next time it's just going to be a bunch of, revisiting areas, looking at all the cool things we can do now that I have all my fancy toys for exploration. And as soon as I've had enough, I'll be going straight to phase. So before I get to the ship properly, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who turned out to watch. I appreciate it. It's always nice to have company on these playthroughs. And yeah, I hope to see you all again next time. And if not then at least catch you in the VOD. Either on here or on YouTube. Whichever. So now that I've got my save in place, I think that's going to be it. So, once again, for good measure, thank you for stopping by. And I hope you all have a nice rest of your evenings. Catch you all later.